Hey everyone, it's Xant. So, the brand new content dropped. We're gonna do what I always do. Ooh, the Lunar New Year bonus. Nice. Didn't know that was happening. Those are cool rewards. Alright. Okay, I just want to quickly look at what the Lunar New Year thing entails, or if that's all it is, just a login campaign. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I was hoping something else, maybe. Anyways, so we'll start off with the new welfare, and then we'll move in to everything else. So, the Ifrit Custom. Exam system. 20% up, mail. So, okay. It's pretty much what we had already, just the suit comes with lower stats than everything else. So if you're looking for a cheap head to give yourself a really good melee boost, this will be it. This, in my opinion, if you don't have a good head for a melee build yet, this could be something you slot in. You know, easy to get to EX10, good buffs. Just note, it's awakening, meaning it's not going to stack with other awakenings like the unicorn chest or things like that. Alright, the chest. Infighter job buff. So that'll increase the effect of the head, which is neat, so it's actually building on the other parts that are there. The stats are okay. I think the melee attack on that is slightly higher than average. I'm feeling the chest is normally like 300 something for melee and shot, so nice. Really low melee attack, very low shot attack, arm grenade launcher, A-D. It's more of a gimmicky thing than anything. If you like the aesthetic of the arms, sure. They're not that great. Alright, the legs. Come on, you can open for me. Alright, standard stats, leg missile pod, yep, DB, launch missiles. Maybe. There's better legs available, but if you're lacking something for a shot build, maybe. But I don't really think so. Even the Dynamis legs are better. At least in my opinion they are. Alright, backpack. Heat rush, AD. Rush and execute a rush attack. Alright. 3-second cooldown, so it's most likely not going to be an EX skill. The backpack's okay stats. Alright. I'd argue that's an aesthetically pleasing piece too. When Xeon, strong melee crit rate boost. As I've said in previous videos, strong melee crits, not a crit in general for melee is apparently not that great. You just want to go for the numbers. For shot, it's pretty much the same, so and it has okay melee attack though for welfare parts, so alright. Overall, it's not a terrible suit actually. I'd say the head and the chest are pretty good. Not in any way, shape, or form able to usurp what's already out there, but the head is a good filler piece if you're looking for a good awakening for your suit, and maybe you don't have anything amazing in the head slot, and the chest helps build on that. Not that I'd recommend it, there's better stuff available, but you know what? It's a lot better than the ones that are just complete write-offs across the board, right? Alright, and everything else looks pretty standard in here. We haven't had emblems for a while, now that I think about it. Alright, let's take a look at the gacha. What do we got? Nobell and Thunderbolt. So we're starting with Thunderbolt first. Let's take a look at the head. Alright, okay shot attack, armor, Vulcan, so the head's... oh, yeah. The skill's really bad, the stats are okay. The chest, 7-barrel missile launcher? Launcher, B+D. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be a beefy boy, it seems. Lots of defense values on this. Hold on, physical resist on the chest is 0. Is it the same with this? Okay, so it looks like this suit is beam resistant, but it has almost no physical resist. Okay, no, there it is. And that's from the shield, I'm reckoning. Okay. Shot attack is really low for the arm shield combo. Melee attack's low for, well, it's not really good for a 4-star part. But I guess this isn't really a melee machine. High armor. Twin beam rifle and rocket launcher, B+D. Alright. 21 seconds, 6-second initial. Okay, most likely also not a cutscene skill. Alright. So far, none of these parts are really, like, doing anything for me. Like, they're okay. 6-barrel missile launcher. How many EX skills are you gonna pack into a single machine? Alright. Pretty straightforward stats. Okay. There's really nothing on here. Okay, backpack. Free improvisation. Crush the enemy with heavy weaponry on your back, then unleash a thunderous finisher. Raise shot attack by 39%. And due to the cooldown, I'm going to assume that this is a cutscene skill. And of course, the backpack is, so far, and I don't know if there's any more parts, but this blows everything else out of the water for this machine. It looks really nice. And the buff is good on it too. Okay. Okay. Anything else, or is that it for the full armor? That's it. So overall, the full armor's not really that great. It has no traits whatsoever. This thing's just a giant EX skill bomb. But the backpack does look very nice. I don't know if I'd say rolling for it is recommended. I would definitely say if you're looking at it, just get it with the premium materials. Overall, it's a mediocre machine. Nothing really stands out in it. Alright, the Nobell Gundam. Head-mounted Vulcan. Alright, so that's a write-off. 800 shot attack, which is criminally low. Hold on, is this a 3-star or a 4-star suit? Before you make judgments. It's a 4-star. Okay, those are criminally low stats for a 4-star head. Alright, what do we got on the chest? Berserker State System. Speed by 20, melee attack, melee defense. Alright, so that's your unga bunga right there. Okay. Okay. Stats are alright. Good chunk of armor. Okay. Burning Finger. Alright, cool. So they actually did add it. Lower Gunpla's physical resist. It has a very low cooldown on it too. Oh, really high melee attack too. Nothing in the top tier brackets, but you know, it's pretty high. It's above 3k, so that's nice. So if you're into the whole Burning Finger shtick, maybe you want this. The physical resist reduction is nice because typically people run a lot of buffs and not a lot of debuffs. It is, what's the word? It's ideal to have a buff, a debuff, and then a heavy hitting cutscene EX. That'll pretty much maximize your damage because self buffs only go so far. At least that's my opinion for it, because the way that typically the damage tables work, right? If you're hitting someone, they have resistance, you're only going to do so much. And yeah, you can boost your stats further, but their stats will remain the same. And the percentage gain isn't going to be as great if you give yourself, like, let's say 10% plus 10% versus reducing 10% of their stats. That gap becomes much, much larger. Anyways. It looks neat. It looks neat. The stats aren't top tier, but it looks like a pretty neat part. Right, beam hoop. Throw a hoop made from beams like a boomerang. I don't know what I was expecting. A and D doesn't look like a cutscene skill. Stats are pretty basic. Alright. The beam ribbon. Deftly manipulate your beam or ribbon to perform an elegant sequence of attacks. A and D doesn't look like a cutscene. 4004 melee attack on a whip. So, here's the thing, right? Whips in the current state of the game, when you lash them out, have a humongous coverage range. And, you know, they're a very wide area of effect melee weapon. All this is doing is bringing whips to the front line as a viable option now. Because instead of having to pick a sword or a heavy blade or something that has the 4K, you can go with the whip. Meaning you get the same damage output as those huge swords, but you also get the agility and the general, the coverage that the whip brings. So I'd say this is a very, very powerful melee weapon. At least from my understanding of how whips work. Okay. So overall, the Nobel, really nothing amazing, but I will say that whip looks really nice. Beyond that, for the Thunderbolt, the full armor here, it's gonna be the backpack. Other than that, and I'd recommend that unless you desperately need those parts now for whatever godforsaken reason, just sit on your thumbs, wait a little bit, and use the premium materials to pick it later. Alright, pilots. Anvil is a 4-star, and unless I'm mistaken, yeah, Quattre is a 3-star. Okay, we'll look at Quattre first. Support. Wow, that stat pool. Okay. Enemy all power reduced. Okay, that is an amazing trait for a support. Oh wow. Oh wow. He just shot up in my books. Okay, because in case you're not aware, what that trait will do is as long as he's on the field, all enemies just get all their damage reduced, or all their power reduced by whatever percent. So he's just like a permanent flat debuff to all your foes as long as he's alive. And because he's a 3-star, he should be relatively easy to get copies of just by free, or if you want to roll, whatever. So that's really cool. Anvil's a defender. Relatively okay melee attack. Garbage shot. All damage output boost by 35. Okay. He's alright. I say between the two of them, though, I really like what Quattre brings to the table. Okay. So, yeah. With the welfare Ifrit, like I said, head in the chest, with the full armor, the backpack, with the Nobel, the whip, and between the pilots, I'd say Quattre's, well, he's the winner. Ha! Ha! I'm hilarious. Anyways, so with that, I've gone over all the new content that was added. This one was very brief and very to the point. I'm sorry about that. I have a really bad headache. I've had it for a couple of days now, and I don't want to be staring at screens for too long because it's yeah. Anyways, I'll wrap up here, guys. Peace out. I'll see you in the next video.